Hi, my name is Kevin. I'm working at Georgia State University. A lot of people ask me about assessment and assessment questions, and actually at the 2012 NACE conference I'm presenting on alternatives to placement numbers, because placement numbers is something that we're all asked to do for career centers. At our office we've developed two ways to look at placement in a different way than just reporting on number of students who have obtained a job, we hope, after graduation. So we're looking at something that we can actually control, because we don't feel we actually control placement numbers. That's a human resource hiring manager decision from the outside agency that's making the hire. So what we do instead is we look at potential candidates. It's one of our measures. And then we also look at the likeliness of a student candidate moving on in the recruiting process of an employer. And we feel that those two measures we actually have some influence on for different reasons. So the first one, potential candidates, what we've done is we've surveyed employers in our area and found out the ideal number and the minimum number of candidates they would like to meet at a career fair. And then we do a heavy marketing effort for the career fair for our students, and then we assess whether the employers met with potential candidates at that event. And it's a basic ratio of number of students met and then the number of students who they felt were potential candidates. That creates a ratio. We also benchmark that with data from that survey of the minimum or the least amount as well as the ideal number, and we use that number as our benchmark and try to improve on that. The second data point that we use as our alternative to placement is the likelihood of moving forward in an interview process. Again, we ask our employers who are interviewing during on-campus recruiting, so they're in the office recruiting and meeting with students, they rate the student immediately after their interview with that student, their likelihood of moving forward. We pair that rating with a rating the student did prior to the interview with the number of services that they've used in our office. And then we compare that data, number of services used, with the likelihood to move forward. And we've been able to show that students who use more services than no services are much more likely to move forward, and then students who use 2 or more services are significantly more likely to move forward in the recruiting process, based on the opinion of the recruiting employer. It's not our opinion. So we feel those are 2 data points that we can influence through marketing, through education, and getting students involved and engaged with our services.